Hello, and welcome back to the NorthForm podcast. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. I've got 2 daily laws for you today from Robert Greene's book, The Daily Laws, Mastery, Power, Seduction, Strategy, and Human Nature. So today is May 27th, 2025. This was from yesterday, a very short one, so I figured I'd give you 2 today. This one's called The Sincerity Ploy. Little disclaimer. First of all, this is fair use. I'm using this just to share wisdom and knowledge with other people. I do not own any of this. All rights are reserved for author and distiller Robert Greene. And I wanted to let you know that these are rather what we call Machiavellian, meaning it is a somewhat cynical view of the world. There are many views of the world, but just so you're aware, has somewhat of a cynical Machiavellian based on named after Niccolo Machiavelli. If you're interested, we could talk more about that later. But just keep that in mind. Keep an open mind. Okay, so this one's called The Sincerity Ploy. A trick to be aware of comes from La Rochefoucauld, who wrote, "Sincerity is found in very few men, and is often the cleverest of ruses. One is sincere in order to draw out the confidence and secrets of others." The daily law is, by pretending to bare their heart to you, clever non-players know they make it more likely that you will reveal your own secrets. They give you a false confession in hopes that you will give them a real one. This is from Pose as a Friend, Work as a Spy, Law 14 of the 48 Laws of Power. Once again, these are, I guess some people call it the Machiavellian triad, Machiavellianism, psychopathy, and I don't recall currently what the third one is. So kind of like they're calling it dark triad characteristics. All right, and then today is May 27th. By the way, the theme for the month is, we're in the month of May, so each month has a different theme. And for this one specifically is Laws of Power. Let's see, Hollywood's opposed non-players of power, recognizing the toxic types and the disguised power strategies. Some of the months are a little bit more positive. This one is kind of more on the negative side, but that's okay. Let's not have the cult of positivity. Let's acknowledge that negativity, bad thing, malicious intents do exist. For if we don't, we would be naive. So May 27th, this is the last one for today. We're up to date on May 27th. Detect their true motives. A quote by Balthazar Gracian. Knowing any man's mainspring of motive, you have, as it were, the key to his will. Knowing any man's mainspring of motive, you will have a key to his will. So in the Machiavellian perspective, a few events in public life are what they seem to be. Power depends on appearances, on manipulating what the public sees, on seeming good while doing what is necessary to gain and maintain power. Sometimes it's easy to see through the fog and pick out people's motives or intentions, but usually it's quite complicated what's really going on. In the new media environment, the ability to create fog and confusion has been greatly enhanced. Stories and rumors can be planted with virtually no source behind them. The story will spread virally. Before people begin to question the validity of story A, their attention is distracted by something else, story B, story C. In the meantime, story A takes root in people's minds in subtle ways. It's an added layer of uncertainty and doubt that makes it quite easy for all kinds of insinuation games. To decipher events that seem hard to read, I sometimes rely on a strategy that comes from the Latin cui bono. Cui bono. It was first used in this context by Cicero, and it literally translates to for whose good, for whose benefit. It means when you are trying to figure out the motives behind some murky action, look to see whom it really benefits in the end, and then work backward. Self-interest rules the world. So the daily law is, don't be fooled by appearances, by what happens, by what people say and do. Always ask, cui bono? Who benefits? So that's all for today. A nice little short nugget for you, about 5 minutes, and stay tuned for more from me, including on the katana mindset. I also picked up a new book with some really interesting facts by Bill Bryson called The Human Body. He wrote a really good book that you can find on YouTube called, I believe it's A Brief History of Nearly Everything. And I believe it was also him who wrote Mother Tongue, A History of English. And that was really interesting. That had some really fun facts into it. Although I'll say, keep in mind it's dense, and reserve your right to pick and choose with Bill Bryson, because it's a lot of information, and you want to choose the information that is interesting, useful, applicable to you. And then I got some other Spanish language books, some French books, which I'm not going to do for now. But I guess for now, that's all. I will come back. I'm working on compressing the videos so that they upload faster, because right now even a short video takes quite a long time to upload, about 3.5, 4 times longer than it takes me to watch the video. So I will work on that, and I will be back to you soon. And thanks for tuning in to the NorthForm podcast.